All right, 02 Dodge pickup. This is the 46 RE Trans, and what's going on with this, this is actually starting out in third and shifting to fourth. All right, but I wanted to give you guys a shot of the pan down because what we're going to be dealing with are the two sensors. Okay, the governor pressure sensor and the transducer, if you guys could see it over here, black plastic sensor. Okay, these two are the ones we're going to be changing. Now, there's no code, which surprises me, but I do want to give you guys a shot of the scan tool to show you why it's actually starting out in third gear and shifting to fourth. So we're going to do a before and after shot of the scan tool once we change out the sensors. All right, so what I'm going to do now is just going to pause the camera and I'm going to let the truck down, hook up the scan tool, and show you guys why this is starting out in third. But what we're going to do is we'll remove this filter, so I'll give you guys a little bit of shot when we're changing out the sensors. So you have your governor sensor here, your transducer, and you have the two solenoids on the bar. One is the lockup and the other one is the overdrive. So let me just pause the camera real quick and I will be back with the shot of the scan tool. All right, so here's a shot of the scan tool, and as you can see, the headings are desired governor PSI on top and governor pressure PSI on the bottom. So the top is the desired, which is what the computer expects to see, and the governor pressure is the actual governor pressure. All right, so we're going to slide across to the other side, and those two values should match. Okay, so we're going to slide across, and look what we got here. Okay, we got the desired governor pressure. Now this is key on engine off and it's 0, which is what it should be. Even at an idle it should be 0. Okay, in the actual we got 36.5 pounds. So there's our third gear start right there. Okay, so the governor solenoid is mechanically clogged, and that's why it's reading 36.5 pounds of pressure with key on engine off when it should be 0. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to change out the sensors, and we're going to take another reading and see what it says. Okay, so again we got desired and we got actual. Okay, and they both should match. So we have 0, which is what the computer is looking for, and the actual is 36.5. So again, we got a third gear start and we got a shift, 3/4 shift only. All right, so let's go back under the car. Let's change out the solenoids and check the scanner when the new solenoids are installed. All right, so I'll be back momentarily. All right, so I'm going to take the filter down just to give a little better view here. So these, of course, are T25s. The pan down last night, let it drain. Now let me just let that drain for a moment. Alright, so let me get this bolt out here. Okay, so we got to get this solenoid out, then we got to get the transducer out right here. Okay, so we're going to take this whole bracket down. We got 3 7/16 and 2 more of these T25s. What I want to do is just unplug the these solenoids. Alright, so I'm going to pull down on the tab here. Alright, that's unplugged. And this other one, we have, there is a, like an extra lock. Okay, so there's like a double lock on this transducer, so I'm going to pull up on a little red tab. To release that lock and push back. Alright, you know what I gotta get? I gotta get a small screwdriver. Give me 1 sec. Just kept it rolling. Alright, so I'm going to release this red extra lock here. Alright, well, the whole thing came out. Alright, so this thing is now unplugged. Alright, so now the only thing we got left to do is take the 3 7/16 bolts out. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, whoever was playing with this last, that red plastic extra lock looks like it's actually broken. And then this whole thing will come down. We can change out the solenoids. Alright, so you know what I'll do? Let's just take the whole thing down. I'm going to get it on, pause the camera, and we'll go to the bench, and we'll install the new sensors on the bench, and then we'll put it back into the car. Alright, so give me 1 second, and I'll pick it up again over at the bench. Alright, so we got it on the bench, and what we're going to do is pop this up. Okay, this will come out here. Okay. There is your govenor solenoid. And here is the transducer. Alright, so we're going to put 2 new pieces in there. And these, you know, come right out of OE stuff. Alright, so let me just back out a touch. Okay. Alright, so we got the new pressure transducer. Okay, and that goes right into the side here. And this is the later style. Okay, the earlier style was round, and you'd have to remove this gasket because there's a lock. There's a lock in here, but this one just, you know, pops out and pops in, and it's held in. It's held in with this right here. Okay, and the new govenor solenoid. Now we're going to put this in place like that. All right, so this You want to make sure that lines up there. Give it a push down, and it's actually ready to be installed back in the car again. I'm going to put the gasket back on. And on the earlier models, 96 to 99, you know, when you pop that clip out, you got to be careful, because you pop that thing out, that sucker's going to go flying and you're never going to find it. Okay. All right, so this is ready to go back into the car. Here are the old ones. Get rid of those. All right, so we're going to head back to the car and reinstall it. So I'll see you back underneath. Give me a minute. All right, so I'm going to put this back. This out of the way here. Little P25 bolts. We'll put these in, you know, but not tighten yet. Back inside the car. I actually had to put this all back together, put oil in it, and start it up. Alright, so we're back with the scan tool, and we got the desired governor pressure on top, the actual governor pressure on the bottom. Alright, remember we had desired governor pressure was 0 and actual was about 36 pounds. So let's slide across, and now we have desired governor pressure is 0 and actual governor pressure is 0 or 0.4, but which is fine. So at this point we will have first gear starts. I didn't run it through, but you know it's going to be good because it does not say 36 pounds anymore. Alright, and that's it. That's a fix. Desired and actual. Okay, they should match, and they should, you know, increase like with road speed. You know, 20 miles an hour, 20 pounds, you know, something like that. Alright, so I just want to share this fix with you guys. 2002 Dodge pickup, and we had third gear starts and a shift to fourth, and we switched out the governor pressure sensor and governor pressure solenoid because we had actual governor pressure at an idle was 36.5 pounds, and the desired, of course, should be 0. So we switched out the sensors, put it all back together, and now we got actual governor pressure at an idle is 0. So I thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.